Everyone in this class is in college, whether it's your very first time taking a college class or your very last time. We're all in college. This is my first time taking a college class in 2 years. I went to Oregon State and graduated in 2018. Oregon State is known to be a part of the Pac-12 division. I was an athlete, so being a part of this division was extremely important. Oregon State is also known to be the best college town in Pac-12, which leads me to tell you the great things and not so great things about Corvallis. Corvallis is where Oregon State is. Corvallis makes up about 60,000 people, 30,000 being community, 30,000 being students, and about 500 being those of student athletes. Student athletes, I loved being a student athlete. It was incredible. I love the sense of community. I love the sense of when you went somewhere that you felt safe because you always knew someone. Someone was always there, no matter what time of day, no matter what time of night. It was like you always knew someone, so you always felt safe. And I love that feeling, especially being a girl. Sometimes at night in some places you don't feel safe, but knowing that you always had someone around that you knew, you always felt safe no matter what. Another thing that I loved about Oregon State is that they wanted to define who you were as a person. Not what you were as an athlete, but you as a person. All your life when you're an athlete, you're working for something. You're working to go to college, you're working to go to the pros, you're working to do something bigger in life. And sometimes you forget who you are as a person. You forget. At Oregon State, they made me define who I was. That's incredible. Most colleges, they want you to get in, do what you need to do for their athletic program, and move on. Oregon State wanted to define who you were and make sure when you went out after your sport, whenever that may be, that you knew how to function in society and know who you were. Yes, being an athlete was great. Downfall of it is you were always in the spotlight. Anytime you mess up, anytime you did something wrong, you were always in the spotlight. My coach once told me, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you remember that you are always wearing your logo and it never comes off. You don't think about that. You always have to think about that when you're an athlete. Anywhere you go, no matter what you do, you have to remember who has a camera in their hand, what you're doing, what you're wearing, because you are always representing the school. You're always representing athletics, and you always want to make sure that you're representing something bigger than yourself. That was just how it was. Yes, sometimes you wanted to let loose and be yourself, but then you had to remember that athletics comes first. That's just how it was. Also, another thing that was really hard in Corvallis was the rain. If you love the rain, go there because it rains all the time. Yes, during the summertime, absolutely beautiful. I would love to live in Corvallis when it's the summertime because it is so pretty. It is perfect weather. You can go to all these different places and go on hikes, and it's just incredible. But there's always ups and downs to everything. But in life, you always have to remember to look at the positives rather than negatives. So when I went to Oregon State, I always looked at the positives. Yes, I always had a camera on me, but it's better to have a camera on you to keep you accountable than not at all.